Hi everybody. A caregiver recently asked how to effectively get tasks and goals done for the person that they care for and for themselves when they are wearing so many hats. Wife, husband, daughter, son, boss, employee, friend, caregiver, cook, mother, father, right? Caregivers wear a lot of different hats. And being a caregiver and working in all of these roles can be totally exhausting, especially when you're trying to be everything to everybody, and you've probably taught people to depend quite a bit on you. Because really, when you think about it, all of these roles involve some type of caregiving. If you are a husband or wife, some of what you do is being a caregiver. You make dinner, so you're caring for health and nutritional needs. You work, so you're caring for the financial needs of the family. If you are a mother or a father, your caregiving duties are a lot more obvious. You're caring and raising your children to be good people. As an employee, you care, hopefully, about the quality of the work that you produce. As a boss, you care for your employees by training and developing them and making sure that your team is meeting the goals of the company. Friends care for each other by being encouraging and supporting and fun and doing activities together. So stay with me while I share 4 to 5 things to think about to help you develop coping skills and practical strategies you can use every single day to effectively complete tasks and goals for yourself and the person that you care for, because sometimes we know these, we just forget about them, or we don't think about them because we're too busy. If this is your first time on my channel, I'm Pamela D Wilson. I am a caregiving expert with 25 years of professional experience. I help older adults and their caregivers navigate the health, financial, and legal aspects of caregiving, including the complexities of crazy and sometimes messy family relationships. I do this through education, speaking, and virtual one-on-one consultations. I also serve as an expert witness for attorneys, law firms, and individuals in cases of guardianship, power of attorney, care management, home care, caregiving, elder abuse, and neglect. You can learn more about me and my background below this video. Links to my website, PamelaDWilson.com. Please do like this video, follow my channel, share a comment, or even just a thank you. Your participation helps other people find their way here. So the 4 to 5 options I'm about to share for you to think about, they're not rocket science. They are practical actions and coping skills that anybody can do, that anybody can learn. What you must do, though, is think about your style and how you do things, because what I mention can work, but you may have to adjust it slightly. Or you may say, you know, number 3 is not for me, but I like number 5. Everybody's different. We all have different learning styles and ways that we prefer to do things. So number 1, the first action that you can take is to ask yourself about all the things you have to do is, what's the problem? What isn't working about what you're trying to do or accomplish? And what coping skills do you have that you can work through these difficulties with? Or maybe what coping skills do you want to learn or acquire? So let's say that you're late. You should have made your parent a doctor appointment, or called their insurance company, or had a prescription filled. Well, what is stopping you? Why haven't you done it? What other priorities keep stopping you from doing one of these 3 things? It must be something, right? So think about your coping skills. Coping is a way that we manage through situations that are stressful, and we know that caregiving is stressful. So people who have coping skills have a lot of different ways to manage through these daily challenges. Anybody anybody can develop coping skills to address problems that are stopping you from getting things done. So coping skills for organization can be things like time management, setting priorities. A coping skill can be stopping a procrastination problem. It can be learning problem-solving skills. Coping skill can be managing a lack of focus and being distracted all the time so that one day you're over here and you're over there and you're up there and you're up and you're down and you're all over the place. Coping skills can address fear of failure, a lack of confidence, a lack of faith in yourself, a lack of scheduling, a lack of, oh my God, I can't sit still for 5 minutes and work through this list of problems or create a list of tasks because I'm all over the place. I have no self-control, no self-discipline or willpower. Coping skills can help you address all of those because until you can look at what is stopping you from getting all of this done, you can't solve it. Now, I know the immediate response is, well, Pamela, I just have too much to do. Of course, we all do. But let's be honest today. At the rate that everything is moving at the speed of light, being focused instead of distracted is a master skill that anybody can learn. Because 20% of what you do produces 80% of the results. The other 80%, you could probably not even do it and nobody would even notice. So number 2 on the list, how do you figure this out? You have to find some quiet time. You have to practice silencing all of this noise up here in your mind and all of the distractions that happen every single day. There are so many. How can you do this? Well, what are your habits? What is causing you to be distracted? Are you on the computer too much? Do you have too much screen time? Are you watching the news? Is that distracting? Are you on social media a lot or constantly emailing or texting or gaming or whatever it is that distracts you? You've got to take a step back and eliminate those distractions. And this can take practice, right? Because we're in a habit of being distracted. Find a quiet place where you can think and work and come up with why you're having difficulty with all of this. Turn off your cell phone. Put it in another room. Don't look at it. Don't open your email. Think. Get a piece of paper. Write things down. To do this, you can use what is called the Pomodoro technique. And you can look this up on the internet. Work for 25 minutes. Focus for 25 minutes. Then take a 5-minute break. And then focus for another 25 minutes. And take a 5-minute break. Time yourself. If you have to go do something that's a distraction, do it in those 5 minutes and then come back. Silencing all of the noise in your mind and the distractions can also be accomplished through some other things that we talk about a lot. Decluttering your space. If your desk is piled with papers and you can't even find a place to write or put a notebook, you got to declutter it. Make sure you're getting enough sleep. If you're not sleeping enough, your mind is not going to have the space to think about any of this. Meditate, exercise, get out into nature, which is also good for your body. Read the Bible, scripture, whatever works for you to calm your mind down so you are focusing on one thing at a time. Because if you can focus on one thing at a time, you can focus on the next one thing at a time. And the next one thing at a time, which translates to having a list that we will talk about in a minute. So for all of this, it's not easy, but you can do it. Anybody can do it. We have to work on our self-control over what we do every day, have self-discipline about what we're going to do every day, and have the willpower and the motivation to say, you know what? I'm getting this done today. I should have had it done 3 days ago. No more. Today is the day. So let's say that your lack of accomplishing these tasks and goals relates to having too much to do. I don't know any caregiver who doesn't have too much to do. Take out a piece of paper, create a list of everything you have to do. Use that 80-20 rule. It's called the Pareto principle. You can look that up on the internet too. 80% of the items on that list are probably not time sensitive or don't generate enough benefit or just aren't even important. Cross them out. Take the last 20%. Look at time sensitivity. What are the things that are most important that have a timeline that if you do not do them within a day or two, it's going to cause more problems for you, more hassles, more phone calls, more work. Put those at the top of the list, even though doing something else might be a little more fun. It's not that you can't do fun things, but your reward for doing fun things is doing these things at the top of the list that are more important. Then ask yourself, out of this 20%, how many of these items have a concrete benefit or an outcome? So like setting a doctor appointment for your parent can prevent health problems, it can address their high blood pressure, it can schedule them for a test that they need. So those are like outcomes and benefits, right? If something doesn't have an outcome or benefit, you gotta ask yourself, why are you spending time on this? You're just spinning your wheels with no benefit. Calling your mom's insurance company can solve an insurance problem. Picking up a prescription, your parent needs those prescriptions. But when you look at this list, look at how many of these things only you can do. Can somebody else help you with any of these 20%ers? If so, start asking for help. Caregivers rarely ask for help. They feel like they have to do it all themselves, and you do not. So, from this 20% that's still on your list that has defined outcomes and benefits, for the next week, create a daily list. And then you have this other list. Turn it into the next week and the next week and the next week. So prioritize by date and deadline, the risks or the consequences of, if I don't get this done, I'm going to have more problems. And then you have to add time for taking care of yourself on there. Because if you don't take care of yourself, you're not going to be at the level of physical energy or emotional focus or calm that allows you to get all these things done. And when you start getting these things done, oh my gosh, you are going to feel so amazing. You're going to be like, yes, I'm Superman or I'm Superwoman. Last thing on this list, set boundaries for yourself and other people. Start with that daily list every single day. Go down the list in the order that it's numbered. Don't reorder your list. Work down the list. Have self-control, have discipline, and grow your willpower to get this done. And to say, I'm getting this done today, all of it. If somebody else comes in, your husband, your wife, an elderly parent, your child, an employee, your boss at work, because you can have lists for caregiving and you can have lists for work and all of that. It's better if you have one personal list and one work list. But if somebody else wants to add to your list, then what you can say is, hey, you know what? I'm happy to do that, but today I was going to work on X. And so is this thing that you want me to do more important than the thing that I was going to do for you today? Or is it okay if I put this off until Tuesday or Thursday when I was going to work on some more things along with this? So you're not telling somebody that you can't do it if it is something that must be done. What you're saying is, I can't do it all. I need to reprioritize my list. How important is this to you? Does it have to be done today, or can it wait? And then there are some things that can wait a long time. So to keep all of this short and to summarize what we talked about, figure out what the problem is, why you can't get things done. What isn't working, what is working, what are you trying to accomplish? You can go back and watch the beginning of this video if you need more help there. Practice silencing all of that noise in your mind and limiting distractions so that you can focus on what it is you need to do. And come up with your 80-20 list, the 20% of things that have a benefit, the 80% of things that probably do not matter. Then create a daily list, a weekly list, a monthly schedule. Set boundaries for yourself and everybody else. Stop taking on more work. Ask what needs to be prioritized. Start asking other people for help. You will be amazed at what you can accomplish. I thank you to the caregiver who asked this question. If you have a question for a future video, please add a comment below this video. Or you can go to my website, PamelaDWilson.com, click on the Contact Me button, and complete a form to ask your question. My website, PamelaDWilson.com, has so much practical and proven advice and support and strategies for caregivers, 3 online courses, my podcast with over 230 episodes, my book, my blog, my caregiving library. I thank you all so much for being here. Please do click the like button on this video, the follow button on my channel. Comment, even if it's only to say thank you. Your comments, your participation help other people find their way here. I'll see you all again soon in another video.